Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Aquarius, I'm going to do your 2022 big yearly reading for you now. I'm going to be using a variety of decks. We're going to look at where you are now energetically and what big spirit messages there are for you today for looking into next year, 2022. Then I'm going to be focusing on love and relationships, and then I'm going to be focusing on your career and life path. All three of those areas that I'm reading for may resonate with you, which simply means that your soul is remembering what you already know, or just maybe one or two may resonate with you. It all depends on what spirit has to say to you, my darling. And if this reading doesn't resonate with you, it simply means it was not for you at this time, my darling. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time as guided by spirit. Just a very quick announcement as well that tonight at 9 p.m, that's London time, GMT, I will be going live again for my regular Evening with Spirit, Your Questions Answered. So I tend to pull a very short general reading for those watching and for those that Spirit intends to watch at a later date. And then after that, I also then take as many questions as I can from those that are given to me in the comments and pull as many cards as possible in answer to those questions. So do join me if you can. That's London GMT. 9 p.m. tonight at Sunday the 28th of November. Okay, my darlings, let's move ahead with where you are sort of right now energetically, and the card has already wanted to come out. And also we're looking at also what spirit's messages are for you at this time. So we've got Caring Connections has come out for you. This is number 14. What a beautiful card to start off the reading, Aquarius. So what this is saying, this is a card talking about, it can be about friendship, it can be about partnership, it can be about love, but it's either the deepening of something existing for you already, that something is in your life, or it's the blossoming of something new, which is very beautiful. And what's important about this, it's a relationship that is of kindred spirit. So this is a kindred spirit, is somebody who your soul, I'm so sorry, one of my dogs is snoring. So she is a very little dog, but has a very loud snore. So Daisy, Danny, shh, shh, shh. So kindred spirit is somebody that your soul has intended to meet and vice versa. Somebody who is effectively a soulmate, soul family, soul tribe, somebody who's also at the same energetic space as you, which is a lovely place to be, because we do attract in where we are energetically. We are simply energy. That's why it's very important to protect your energy, to guard it, to cherish it. But you've been calling this person in, or they're already within your life. But it's also a reminder for you to be open and aware, have an awareness and an openness about new opportunities for you at this time. What is it that this universe is bringing forth to you at this time? Thank you, Spirit. What else do you have to say for Aquarius? I wanted to come out. And you've got Healer of the Ages and Rest and Rejuvenation on the bottom of the deck. I just want to show you this. So this is Rest and Rejuvenation. And we've got Healer of the Ages here as well. So what I'm receiving with this is that you are very much somebody who's gone through a transformation, somebody who's come into awareness of their soul's connection to all that is, the omniverse. All that is, it's arranged in a beautiful metrical rhythm. And you are on a life path of being a healer, of being a helper, of being a teacher. But Spirit is saying, you're doing too much at this time. You're doing too much and you're giving away too much energy, and it's not being replenished. It's not being replaced. So that's why rest and rejuvenation are very important for you. We don't necessarily, when we are a helper, a healer, a teacher, it's not constantly about doing, it's also constantly about self-love and allowing ourselves the space and the stillness to replenish our energy as well. So with this card though, this is a space for you where you have gone through, and this is why I feel this Caring Connections relationship is either with you or coming in for you, where you have done a great deal of deep level healing, deep level doing, as I like to call it, where you have removed blockages that were there within your chakras. So the energy is flowing very well. And at the deepest, this deepest level, this healing is taking place, and it's allowing you to be in this energetic space that you are right now. But again, I emphasize the priority for you at this time is not to worry so much about how you're progressing on this path, but to make your life more about pleasurable moments, enjoying moments, because I know it sounds silly, but a happy life is full of happy moments. And our life is constantly about the awareness of bringing it back to the present moment. That is the only moment that exists. And just to accept this present moment for whatever it is that's giving to you at this time. And that connection to spirit, to your higher self, to source energy comes from being in the stillness. It comes from relaxing. It comes from meditation. We are not our thoughts and feelings. We are the unobserved observer, the unwatched watcher, observing those feelings and thoughts. When we say, I am feeling a certain way, that is the stillness, observing that. So it's about you inserting, if you're not doing it, more of that beautiful, gentle activity, action into your life right now. So there we are. That's a beautiful start to the reading for you. And I'm now going to move on to your love and relationships, but we've got this lovely caring connection that's come up, which is gorgeous. So for Aquarius, thank you for love and relationships. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want to say? That definitely wants to come out. You've got children, your love life is being affected by children, and you deserve love and chemistry. There's a strong magnetic chemistry here. What I do have on the bottom of the deck is release your ex. This time has come to clear your energy. So this is important for many of you, I feel, that are listening. And this is about, it's very important for you to be in this place of rest and relaxation. Sometimes when we're unaware of it, we retain an energy from something that's happened in our past. And this could be that we haven't let go of that person, or we haven't let go of the feelings that we felt because of what happened with that person. And it's a time to release that. It's a time to forgive, because when others do things that we may consider painful, for the most part, they're not doing it as a reflection of the relationship they have with us. They're doing it as in response or reaction, thank you, to the relationship they have within themselves. And for each and every person or event or experience that comes into our life, it's all been for a reason. Our soul has caused and created it, sometimes individually, sometimes in collaboration with other souls, for us to release things and let things go. And in terms of releasing your ex, you are going to liberate yourself. You're going to set yourself free. They didn't do this to you. This was done in order for you to release things. And sometimes what happens is, although they maybe did do something in the 3D, on the deepest soul level, it was a gift for you to release things that were already there within you. Because when we get triggered, it's conditional behavior, it's repetitive behavior, it's trauma or issues or hurts that we haven't or are unaware of are still within us from things that could have happened a very long time ago, even in our very distant past. And sometimes as children, we get conditioned behaviors to protect ourselves when we're young. And then those feelings get buried. We meet somebody, it's amazing. We make them the center outside of ourselves. We attach a great deal of meaning to it. We make them our source of happiness, our joy, which means we're also making them our source of our suffering. But those feelings that we buried deep within before they appeared in our lives just resurface, and then we say it's that person's fault. So release your ex, my darling. Release your ex. They are on their life path for a reason. You are on yours. And I know that you have gone through so much of this already. You understand all of this already. Maybe it's time for some Reiki healing just to release that energy that's still trapped within you, and to address the core need, to look at the core need of what it is that you are being triggered by at this time, which very much is the inner child core need. And that is why you're being asking, that is why you are being asked to do more rest, relaxation, and being in the stillness. And I feel as well with this children, for some of you, it may mean that there are children within the caring connection relationship you have, but for many of you as well, this is affected by children. This is your inner child. So do look at your triggers that you have, Spirit is saying, and look to be very honest with yourself as well about whether you're having a reaction to something that you've always had throughout your life, and what is the core root cause of that? What is the spiritual core root cause of that? And then you've got, you deserve love. You are lovable. So this is a reminder that wherever you are right now in this beautiful energetic space, you're bringing in something that's very caring, very considerate, and it is a reflection of the self-love that you're beginning to really feel for yourself. And you deserve this, my darling. This is something your soul has manifested, and it's already there. It's there in the 5D. Maybe you haven't seen it yet, maybe it's arrived, but this is Cupid's arrow. So there is already a focus, a target. Spirit and your souls have already kind of made that connection there. And then you've got chemistry, beautiful chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And again, I'm just seeing here, which I haven't seen before, there is Cupid's arrow there as well. So very caring, very tender, very sensual as well. It's very open. It's a very vulnerable relationship. It's one that your higher selves have chosen. And I think that's a really, really lovely start to your love reading. Let's get a little bit more information as well. Thank you. Spirit is very much guiding you at this time, very much guiding you this time. So 3 of Swords, you've still got this energy attached to you. It's still there in your headspace, my darling. Spirit is saying, let it go. The clouds are clearing, it's shifting, it's changing, but you had to go through this. It's a reminder though, you had to go through this. Everything that you've been through has led to where you are right now in this moment, with this beautiful caring connection coming in for you. So you had to go through this, but it is not who you are anymore. It is almost like a sort of stagnant energy that's been left behind, and it may be to do with repetitive thought patterns that you have about this person that just kind of slip in there. So do try and catch yourself. One of the most extraordinary ways of bringing yourself into the present moment and detaching from that energy is to observe yourself having those thoughts and feelings, and to catch yourself having them, to almost detach and just watch yourself like you were watching an actor in a play and saying, oh, okay, I'm thinking about that again. I'm feeling that again. Why is that? And is it habitual? Is it something that's just not part of who you are anymore? It's an important message for you. But I'm seeing here that this is very, very transformative for you. And I'm also saying here, we've got swans as well. So there is, no, they're not swans. That's where it says they're geese. Now, I don't know the spiritual meaning of geese. I would like whoever this is resonating with to look up the geese spiritual meaning. It will mean something for you. But also these geese are migrating. And so Spirit is saying, you know, this is a time for you to venture, to go home to yourself, to go intuitively on a journey that you know that you need to do. All right, let's see what else has come out for you. 3 of Pentacles, and you've also got the King of Swords here. So the King of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles, this is you coming into a place. Let me just show you this card here with the King of Swords. Do you see the egg there, talking about rebirth, a new way of communicating, a new way of expressing yourself, a new way of talking about what is important for you. You have a lot of integrity, a lot of integrity. You also have the ability to say the truth. Your soul, your higher self, your intuition, whatever you want to call it, when you step into that place and you speak, people listen, but you also say things when you're not letting your mind get in the way of it. You say things that are from divine source wisdom. And I think it surprises you at times. And you think, well, how do I know that? You know it because you are the divine experiencing self through your soul having a physical experience. You know it. And this is creating for you. Let me just move those cards for you. This is creating for you, and I'm seeing here, this is interesting. Is this, yeah, this is, there we go, that's your higher self. Do you see that eagle above? So the eagle represents messages from spirit, from divine source energy. And again, I'm so sorry about my dog. Daisy, darling, Daisy, sorry about that. She likes to express herself. And then you've got the Three of Pentacles has come out. So this is creating a wonderful new foundation for yourself, one that's based on self-respect, one that's based on self-love, one that's based on you taking responsibility for yourself as well and for your feelings, and knowing that you've done a great deal of inner work. You do understand, the connection with source energy, you understand how much you are connected to everything around you. Sorry, sometimes I forget to hold the card up. But it's also a reminder for you, which you are doing, that not just the way you communicate, but it's the way you listen. And it's about listening to understand, not just to reply. Sometimes it's about having no opinion, because when we have no opinion on anything, we allow the truth to come in. That's also just sitting in the stillness. And that's that process, that's that enlightenment of accepting we are exactly where we're meant to be in this moment. There is nowhere else we're meant to be. There's nobody that we're meant to be. It's acceptance of ourselves and of others, and everything is just as it should be. That's that wonderful Three of Pentacles. So let's see else for you for love. Okay, so you deserve love, and you've got children, and you've got chemistry. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me more about this relationship. So you've had Nine of Swords has popped out. Please, my darling, get out of your head. There's things that are just keeping you up at night. You're worrying, I think, about history repeating itself. No, because this is a caring connection. This is something that you've brought forth in the energy space that you're in right now. And it's okay to ask for help at this time. Look now what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This either means that there is something that's very close to coming in for you, or it's already here, but this is completely there with the eagle and the lion, guided by guardian angels. It's about the strength of this connection. It's about the higher self connection of this connection, that your two souls have put their hands up before you came here to experience this lifetime, to say, yep, no, we're doing this. It may be over and over and over again in different lifetimes, but it's a very important connection for you, this caring connection. And you, if you haven't yet met, we're destined to meet as well. I just want to see what that card there is, what's the, because these are lovely new cards that I'm getting to know here. I'm seeing here an octopus, and an octopus, my darling, is about, it's kind of around his neck. So an octopus is about connections. It's about this person, this masculine energy within this caring connection is very good about feeling their way around things. It's very good about having just understanding through that gentle approach, and just, you know, octopuses live in water as well. So that's a lovely message about this person coming in. And then we've got the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So the 10 of Pentacles here is about a message for you about not to worry, not to feel a lack of if it hasn't yet appeared in your life, because it's on its way. To be grateful where you are right now for everything that you have experienced, good and bad, because it's made you into the person you are today, and you're ready now for this caring connection. And it is a message to Spirit about whatever abundance may mean for you. This is coming through for you at this time. It's also, the card is also about a relationship for you that maybe has history for some of you. It's a very traditional and very secure relationship, because you're already feeling secure within yourself. You're not then leaning on this relationship as you may have done in the past, because you have let and released a lot of things go. And so that's an important message for you. One more message, please, from my Light-Seers deck. Thank you, Spirit. Flew out. 7 of Swords. So there is still something within you that is attached to something that happened with the 3 of Swords, and the 3 and the 7 makes 10. The 10 of Swords is time to let it go, time to look forward, new opportunities coming in. And you've got here both the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. And I've already talked about in this card, where is it? There it is. with this card, the 10 of Pentacles. It looks to me, I talked about not worrying about it not coming in. There's two lots of fives there, and 5 means change, by the way. Thank you, Spirit. So there is change afoot, and Spirit is asking you, the door is there, it's about to open. Okay, the door is there. Please be grateful for where you are right now, because it's very important you understand you are exactly where you're meant to be, and everything you have gone through has been an opportunity for your evolution, your growth, for your letting things go. As we go through life and we evolve, we actually release so much stuff. We don't gather in, we release, and life gets lighter and lighter and brighter and much more peaceful, especially when we trust. The key is there. The key is there for you to open, and that key, it's key for you at this time that you just flip your perception of why isn't this happening to, okay, it's not happening because it's not quite the right time, but everything is all coming together like a spider's web. It's all being arranged in a metrical rhythm. It's done, it's taken care of, just hasn't appeared in your reality yet. But with this 7 of Swords, you're either deceiving yourself about things, you're either seeing somebody in your past how you want to see them and not actually how they are. But whatever it is, I do want you to spend some time now. This is going to help you release them from their energy, asking Spirit, saying, thank you for the answers that I need to receive at this time. Thank you for the insight. Now, this may come through directly to yourself through a higher thought in the stillness, but God has an amazing way of sending messages at exactly the right time that you need to hear it. And it may come through from what somebody says to you, or from a line in a movie, or something in a book. God knows what you're going to watch and read as well. So just, this is time now. And if Reiki is a good way of releasing some of this trapped energy, then I do have an extraordinary person who can help you at this time. She's ikigaytherapy.com, and she's Nicola Graham, and she is amazing. So, and let's see what else comes out for you. Thank you, Spirit, in order for this relationship, this caring connection. Anything else for Aquarius? 8 of Cups. Walk away. If you are in an environment now, or a space or a relationship or something that you are knowing and feeling that it's not right, it may be very obvious to you, or it may be a case of you being very aware that you're walking on eggshells, there's not enough balance in the relationship, it's not really making you happy, you're blaming the other for your unhappiness as well. It's all of those things where you're not at peace. Walk away, because it's going to allow whatever this caring connection, whatever it is, this rest and renewal for you to get to know yourself. You may have lost yourself in a relationship in the past, and this time has been given for you to find yourself, to come home to yourself. And I think you had the 3 of Pentacles as well, didn't you? Yes, to create your own solid, amazing foundation. Walking away just simply means as well, walking away, turning away energetically. And that is empowerment, because your energy is your most important thing. We are simply energy. Guard it, protect it, cherish it. Stop giving your energy to somebody who is not intended for your life. And in doing that and forgiving them, because you respect where they are on their life path just as much as you respect where you are on your life path, and accepting all sides of yourself, because you had to go through all of this and feel all of this to be where you are now, just like the other person. And just let them go. Let them go. Just say, I let go and I let God. And if they're intended for me eventually in my life, they will be. If they're not, it's because the God, the universe has, my soul has something else for my greatest good. And you've got this wonderful caring connection coming in. And you see she's walking away here. She's in white, which is a purity decision. It's a decision made on peace. And that sun is coming up. It's a new dawn, new beginnings, my darling. And I'm seeing here almost like the nest around it. And it's because the nest talks about coming home to yourself and going into that space of healing as well. So there we are. So that is and lastly on this card, Spirit wanted me to mention this card. You've got the Empress here. This is the beginning, the birth of something new. There may be children involved for you, some of you may be pregnant at this time, if this is resonating. For others, it's the birth of something new, a new idea, a new perception, a new way of looking for things, a new project, and whatever it is, it's something you're very protective about. And Spirit is saying, allow everything to wash over you. Allow everything to be fleeting. Understand everything is fleeting. Nothing is ours to hold on to. Everything is for our soul to evolve, everything in our lifetime. Whatever it is that you are looking to manifest, allow it. You don't need to do a great deal. I come back to the beginning, a lot less doing, a lot more being at this time. It's about allowing yourself to receive because you deserve it. So, and the Empress is amazing. I mean, she is amazing. So you are amazing. It's just a reminder for you, okay? So that's your love. I'm now going to move on to your career and life path. I'm going to move on to your career and life path now, Aquarius, and see what spirit messages are here for you. I'm going to start with my, let's have a look. I'm going to start with my animal oracle deck, another one than the one I usually use to see for Aquarius. Thank you. That will definitely want to come out. Cat, be relaxed and independent. Very interesting message for you. So cats are pretty alone, aloof animals. They're very funny. They're very charming. They are very much independent. They're not reliant on anybody else. And wow, this is amazing. So first of all, snake, live according to your divine essence. So if you have been doubting yourself at this time, but there is a yearning to do something, there is a leaning towards doing something, there is something you love to do, something you're very imaginative about, something you're very creative about, that is your divine essence. That is your creative expression. Your creative expression is an individual representation of your soul's physical experience. What do I mean by that? Your creative expression is your soul, is your divine essence, quietly, peacefully, beautifully talking to you. And it is an individual representation. In that moment, you are representing yourself in that present moment about who you are. You are the I am having a physical experience. You are the I am that I am. You are everything that is the omniverse. It is in you, with you. And the omniverse is everything, all that is arranged in a metrical rhythm. So Spirit is saying, embrace it, embrace what you are, embrace what you know you are, and have the courage to move forward with this. And trust on your direct perception, like a snake. A snake can't, it's talking about drowning out negativity that you may hear around you, within you, or you may be feeling that people are doubting you. A direct perception is tuning out the negative stuff, focusing your thoughts, that action and that focus purely on the direction you wish to go with positivity. That is your direct perception of pure soul loving energy. That is your essence. Trust in it at this time. And then you've got, be relaxed and independent about this. You know, if there is something that you're doing, again, I come back to that healer of the ages, something where you are a healer, and you know that a healer can't heal another, but a healer has the ability to trigger another, the ability for them to heal themselves. So, but generally these roles tend to be alone. They tend to be things like me talking to you. I'm literally talking to myself, but actually I am Spirit's messages coming through me to those that Spirit guides to watch this video. So it's independence. And independence is an amazing thing, because when you're independent, you're self-sufficient, you're self-reliant, you'll take responsibility for yourself, and you're doing it in a very relaxed, beautiful way. And cats do an awful lot of exploring as well. So explore all sorts of opportunities and things. And then you've got this eagle, seize opportunities courageously. Beautiful reading for you with your career and life path. And look at this, you've got the blessings, you've got the sun. The sun talks about the healing, the inner growth that you've done, happiness, as well as the rainbow here, talking about the blessings coming in, the hope, the abundance at the end of the rainbow. It's all very magical. Spirit is saying, seize opportunities as they come in. So the eagle represents God's messenger. The eagle also represents seeing things from your higher self, where things look a lot clearer than if you're sitting in that space of negativity and doubt and fear. And just like the snake having direct perception, so does the eagle. Eagle has direct perception. It can also fly in different directions. And also the eagle's message is one of you staying away from negativity at this time, rising up above things that just don't deserve your attention. Stop talking about things that are negative or things that are not happening. Set your intent and your focus, your action in terms of moving forward in a very beautiful energy space with a very clear intent. Where attention goes, energy flows. It's very important. And there are opportunities coming in for you. Now, they may seem small, but you have the eyesight, you have the third eye, eyesight, Spirit is saying, to see them. So I think that's lovely. Let's look at a little bit more for you with, again, my got a lot of cards on here, my animal tarot deck. Thank you for Aquarius, for career and life path. Thank you for 2022. Whoa, that wanted to come out. So 4 of Wands, beautiful card, and 5 of Swords. So, and the moon. Okay, I'm going to talk about the moon first of all. The moon, secrets yet untold, paths yet to be unveiled, or you're just not seeing yet. This is the moon path. This is you facing your fears. In order for change, in order for your soul's evolution to happen, you have to go through things sometimes that are releasing things, letting things go, facing your fears, accepting all sides of yourself. This is the moon. This is the lynx, isn't it? Yes, it is the lynx. I can see it there. So the lynx cat, and he's watching that butterfly very intently as well. So the lynx cat is about being an intense observer at this time of everything that's happening in your life and saying, oh, why is this happening for me? What's it trying to tell me? Trusting the messages that are coming through for you at this time. Very important. And even if, you know, things are a little unsure at this time and you're kind of worried about things, just trust. The moon is saying with a wink, it's a wink from the universe, just trust that everything will be unveiled at the right time. Wisdom is accepting that there are some things we know and some things we don't know. And the things that you don't know at this time, with the moon, you're getting that little wink to say, just trust. And it's always with that little wink with a sort of surprise and delight. You'll look back and go, oh, of course, that's why that happened and that happened and that happened, because this has happened. So that's a beautiful moon card. And then you've got, like the first card I saw was the 4 of Wands. Okay, so this is two of my one of my favorite spirit animals, the otter. So what I'm seeing with this, which is interesting, because the otter also talks about caring connections. So your career life path, does it also involve your love path as well? It could very well do for some of you, for many of you. It's a reminder as well in the space you're in, and this is the first message I'm receiving, about listening to understand, not just reply on things, and not being too quick to retaliate with things. And this is also concerning people around you at this time, because otters hold hands, the sea otters hold hands when they are asleep in order not to lose a connection. So in relation to your career and life path as well, just remember that those around you, even if you find them difficult at times, sometimes they have also been sent to you to help you with something too. So everything is an opportunity for growth, and just don't cut a connection just because you may be upset about something. Just say, okay, well, why did I have a reaction to that? What is it I meant to release and let go of? But the 4 of Wands is also a card about celebrating and being grateful for where you are now, where you've been and everything that's taught you, and also your trust and belief in terms of what's coming in for you as well. Beautiful, beautiful card. And where is this? You know, we had this card of rest and rejuvenation and a lot less doing and more being. This is also the otters. The otters spend an awful lot of time at play. They relax, they have fun, they spend a lot of time doing self-care, because otherwise they couldn't survive. And they always trust the otter. You know, if they've got an oyster and they're cracking, they always trust they're going to find that right stone. to break that shell. So there's always in nature's natural timing, in the universe's natural timing, a solution to every problem. So just they're saying, just relax, just sit back and relax and allow it in. Have fun, relax and allow it in. Again, stop talking about things that are not happening. Stop doing things that you know are putting you into a negative energy space, and remember that expression, where attention goes, energy flows. Okay, so this is beautiful. And I want to read what it says on this card as well. It's very important. It's time to kick back, relax, and celebrate all that you have. Joy arises from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life. So that's very lovely. Oh, I can't reach Daisy and she's snoring, so I do forgive me. And then you've got the 5 of winter. So the 5 of winter is 5. This is change. And it brings me back to where you were about, where is that card about the snake? Live according to your divine essence. I feel with your, wherever you are right now on your career and life path, it isn't something that you are finding, you're not in a happy space about it, either because you're not accepting it within yourself, or you're having fear about what you're able to do. And Spirit is saying you are more than capable of doing this. Follow that path. Or if you're doing something else and you're finding it very negative at this time, that's the 5 of swords. But it's change. Your soul is asking for change, and so experiences will happen to allow that change. And it's almost like there's a tug of war within yourself about whether you're going to do this thing that you really love to do, or remain where you are. And where you are is not making you happy. It's not what your soul is intending. So Spirit is saying, change it, or allow the change to happen for you. And understand as well that if you're in a negative space, having understanding and compassion for others is so important as well, because people tend to react from a place of pain. And having that understanding, compassion for others allows you to really empower yourself and not be affected so much by that energy, because you're detaching from it. You're understanding it is not because of the relationship they have with you, it's because of the relationship they have with themselves. So I'm just going to pull one more deck, which is my Sacred Destiny Oracle for you, my darlings, and see what is the last message that wants to come out for you. Thank you, Spirit. Wisdom and potential. So listening to your wisdom, my darling, listening to what is happening in the deep, deep stillness is really going to help you at this time. If the surface of the sea is rough, if the life's surface at the moment appears disruptive for you, and it's rough and it's a lot of ups and downs, remember that within that deep soul stillness, the one that's observing you, your soul that's observing you, the unwatched watcher, the unobserved observer, that's God, that's the omniverse, that's your soul. That is the space you're being asked to sit in this time, because within that space, there is a whole load of other stuff happening at this time in the depths of it. And the surface of it has really nothing to do with what's going on underneath. It's just the change that's necessary. Things are not quite as they seem. So just trust and sit back and relax that things are changing for you. And then you've got this enormous potential card that has come out here for you. This is a volcano. It's a sleeping volcano at rest. Okay, so what this is saying is there is the possibility of change. There is the possibility of an eruption of things happening. Okay, this is the potential of your great power, because when a volcano erupts, there's a huge amount of power, and you have a huge amount, whatever it is, that, where's that card again? Live according to your divine essence, the essence of the volcano. What is it that's within there? You are completely now ready to erupt, to activate that power, activate that potential. You are that power, you are that potential. It's almost like you've had it on the back burner, and now it's about allowing this to flow and saying, I'm ready to receive, I'm ready to step into the next greatest, grandest version of who I am. And don't doubt your gifts, your capabilities, your strengths. Spirit is saying, don't doubt it. It also talks about that there may be some uncomfortable emotions that you have been suppressing. And that is why we had, I put them to one side, we had the Three of Swords had come out for you, and that Three of Pentacles as well, and the need to rest and rejuvenate. So there is some stuff maybe for some of you that you haven't yet expressed, you haven't yet got out. You can do unconscious letter writing and just let the pen flow on the paper without thinking, but there is some unsuppressed emotions there, and that's causing you a huge amount of stress and pressure at this time, because energy, which is what those emotions are, energy, emotion, if it doesn't come out, it's got to go somewhere. And that dis-ease can form something, an ailment within you. And actually, when people are ill, the majority of the times it's got something to do with the spiritual root cause of it. But interestingly enough, it's not a weakness. It's not a weakness. It's a sign of a soul that's very strong, going through an evolutionary process to release things and let things go. So, my darlings, I hope that has helped and resonated with those who have come to watch this reading today. I look forward to seeing as many of you as possible tonight at 9 p.m. GMT for my regular live slot, an evening with Spirit, your questions answered. And if you have any questions, do pop along tonight. Do check your time zone though. But in the meantime, have a lovely rest of a Sunday and see you soon. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.